All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'll give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers that rule well. And salutations to the Akim that teaching is true. All the folk on the earth, true and city, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and the speckled bird off the folk on the earth. And a few sisters that listen as well, that listen and learn. Hey, this is just a quick lesson through the spirit, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I was meditating on this a couple of days ago, that we have to fight through affliction, man. Hey, the more and more we battle in this flesh, the more and more the Lord put things upon us to try us. We got to fight through those things, man. And that's why you get Sirach, the second chapter, class of scripture, because we know we're going to get messed up. We know that things are going to come upon us. But we have to be faithful and understand that these things is happening for a reason. Don't give up. Don't lay down. Don't think it's too hard. Don't get frustrated too much. I know it's easy said but done, but at the same time, train your mind and your body to accept it. Because, hey, Capo always say from GMS Chicago, when he gets jacked up, he said, call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know why? Because the Lord is ultimately showing you that he's dealing with you. According to what? Hebrews, man. They say that affliction, they shall yield the peaceful, righteous fruit. So he's purging you to see what type of man you are. Accept that.
This is Sirach 2:1. It says, my son, thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
And that's the key, because hey, we know temptation going to what? Try it. To be tested, man. And we being tested on numerous levels, man. On all levels throughout the day. You might go to work, and guess what? Your boss might fuck with you. You might walk down the street, a thur might fuck with you. You go at home, your wife fuck with you. You might get a phone call, a brother fuck with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But guess what? Hey, these things happen on normal levels, but you have to constantly endure. And don't run from it, man. Hey, we all know what happened to Jonah when he ran and he didn't want to preach the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. What did the Lord do? He jacked his ass up, man. To a point that Jonah knew. He said, man, Lord, okay, I'm going to just serve you. And that's the mindset we supposed to have in the beginning, man. And regardless of the fact of what we're going through, regardless of the fact what might happen, and we going to what? Serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's more to that. But if you got a precept, bring it out.
I'll read it. It says, cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thy mayest be increased at thy last end.
And that's another key, too. Cleave unto him. The more and more you get fucked up, the more and more you should be calling. The more and more you should be acknowledging that, hey, Shalakia. Because you fucked up. And it might be things that you fucked up on this side, or it might be things you fucked up in the past. But still, at the same time, guess what? You have to pay for it. So acknowledge that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh is your power, and he's going to get you out of it. And guess what? He's going to increase you. Keep going.
So whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient without change to a low state.
Hey, be patient. And we get frustrated a lot, especially through affliction. We act out of our character, basically out of our flesh. But we don't wait. Remember, the Lord said, revenge is his. So, and I'm cutting myself because it's things I just did recently. We all can testify that, man. I just did some things out of my flesh recently, which I knew I could control, which I knew I was wrong in. But guess what? I act out of my flesh instead of just praying. And that's what I'm starting to learn more. When I go through these afflictions, as soon as things happen or as soon as anger comes, pray. Pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. Pray the Lord take that spirit away from me right there, because he will do it. He will do it. And that's what we need to starting to deal into the spirit more and not the flesh. So,
Yes, more.
it's a little bit more.
It says, believe in him, he will help thee.
Salakia, verse 5.
Salaki, brother. For gold is tried in the fire, except the men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way right and trust in him.
And that's the key, because guess what? When you're going through that fire, that affliction, you're going to be acceptable. If you endure. You have to endure. You have to fight. When Jacob wrestled with that angel to get that blessing, did he give up? Even when his thigh was struck. Hey, he didn't give up until the angel blessed him. He said, I want this blessing, man. Mm-hmm. So how much more us when we going through affliction and things, brothers is looking up to us. We can't show weakness. Always show strength, man. Hey, I was watching a Meat Meal movie. His new movie just came out. It's folly. Salakia for bringing that nigga up.
That's all good.
But in the movie, he told this little kid, which his homie brother was the brother, the dude, right? The little kid. He told me, he said, never let no one see you down. Always hold your head up high. And that's the key, because, hey, when people see, or Satan see you down, guess what? He's going to plot on you even more. Mm-hmm. So always have that mentality of holding your head up and be like, don't let Satan get to you. Remember, you won the battle. The battle is already won. So you have to keep fighting and trusting in Yahweh Shema Rashai. And he knew that on the carnal level. How much more on the spiritual level?
Right, man. The scripture about despite of the chastisement of the Lord, and one thing about the understanding the Lord has given us is that we know that when we're being tried, all right, it's to use that peaceable fruit afterwards, man. All right, it's to get that those inconsistencies out of our body, man. The impurities, man, and that's what all this is about. It's about refining us to the point to where we can finally be used for something good, man.
Well, I'm going to use another word. Perfection.
That's right.
Remember, man, the Lord made men to be what? Immortal. Mm-hmm. So we lost those things because what? We lost these attributes. We wanted to sin. So the Lord had a lot of wicked shit to get out of us, man. So when he's purging us and getting us out of these things, he's refining you to be that God. Mm-hmm. Be that chosen one and be immortal, man. But some people rebel. Some people, hey, just like your mama say and your grandma say, if the heat too hot, you gotta stay your ass what? Out of the kitchen. You got it, bro.
Sirach 2:5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. You know, there's a Stoic quote that says, anything that gives light must endure burning, man. All right? So if we want to walk in Yahweh Shema Rashai, guess what? We got to endure a little heat. You know, we got to endure some trials and tribulations, man. You can't get to the kingdom, all right, without some bumps and bruises, man. No player has ever went from Little League football to the NFL, from youth basketball to the NBA, whatever sport, without having some adversity, man. All right, there's no easy path to get to the things that you want, man. This is Luke 14:27, it says, and whosoever does not bear his cross, come after me, cannot be my disciple. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it, man?
That's right.
You know, and we come in the truth, just like you, just like myself, we heard the horror story, so to speak, right? Mm-hmm. Jake losing their kids, losing their wife, losing their jobs.
Shit, we went all through it.
That's right, man. You know, but guess what? They still encouraged us to follow Yahweh Shema Yahushua. But we had the lessons that was brought down from them to us about how to endure, how to conquer those demons, man, how to conquer those situations that the Lord may put you in, man. You know?
That's right. That's right. I got a precept for you. Shit. This this James 5:11. It said, "Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and tender of mercy," man. Because if you know anything about the story of Job, man, and Job was a representation of the elect, of men that's walking on upon the earth today, that's enduring affliction. Hey, Job was a perfect man. Job was an upright man. Hey, it said that no man of the middle of the east will ever been like Job. So even the Lord allowed Satan to try Job. So how much more us on the face of the earth? But even in that, in Job's integrity, he didn't curse the Lord at all. And we get frustrated on low levels, man. Because our cars or women leave us or little things, man.
You can't get to the store right now.
Hey, and that's nothing. Hey, man, Job was smitten with all these things. And on top of that, the Lord allowed Satan to touch him on his body with ailments, with boils. Now, spirit, let's see one of you, I can go through all that, man. Go all through that in the truth, which I know it's some brothers that do. But, hey, count your blessings, man.
There you go. That's the word.
Count your blessings, man. Because all of us not going through everything, man. So we can fight.
And remember, say, man, well, you don't scripture say it. We get punished them what our iniquity deserve, man. Less than what our iniquity deserve. You know, so just kind of happy that you only got a light affliction, so to speak, man, a toothache or something, man. You know, you got brothers out there with life-threatening issues, man. You'll never know it.
Calm. This it's a lot, y'all.
You doing that, James?
Yeah, you want me to read a little bit more?
We were at 11?
5 and 11. Want to read a little bit more?
That was it.
Calm. You can get James first out there. Hey, this is Acts 14. Hey, because, hey, when you go through trials and tribulations, hey, one thing that I always learn, like Paul said in Romans, and I believe Thessalonians, it tell you that when you go and you try through patience, it build up experience, and experience build up hope, that you can be sure in Yahweh Shema Shai. Hey, when you have the experience, you can teach other brothers, and that's what that's what the disciples told men. He said, "Hey, this Acts 14 and 22. It said, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh." Knowing those things that we're going to be tried on all levels, man. Knowing these things that the Lord is going to try all these men. We have to exhort and we have to comfort these men. And the good comfort to ultimately give a man is Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, hands down. But when you can relate to a man that's going through something that you went through, that's comforting itself too. You can guide that man, just like Yahweh Shai is guiding us through this truth now, to go through and walk through that straight gate. Because, hey, broad the way and narrow leading to what? Broad is not so like. Let me get it out, because I just butchered that all the way. Go clean off. This Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye in a straight gate, and when that word straight go into difficulty, it's going to be real difficult times. For wide is the gate and broad is the way. Yeah, broad is the way. Salagi. Leadeth to Salagi. Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many that go therein. So if you go in the broad way, you get destroyed, right? Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth into life. So it's one path. It's saying, and few there be that find it, man. It's little that find it. You know why? Because this scriptures go back into that second Esdras.
I definitely.
Bible was sharp.
Yeah, 6.
No, 9.
9.
Is it 9? 8, 8, 8, 8.
8.
8, 8. 8. Like 30. Slock it, bro, with us.
Oh, no, it's 7. 6.
It's 6.
7. Second that is 7. And I'll start at 6. No. Second that is 7 and 2. See,
1, I started at the top.
What sense do it make to start at 2,
right?
Second that is 7 and 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto me, Up, Edris, and hear the words that I come to tell thee.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place that it might be deep and great. But the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? For if he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
Man, and that's heavy right there, man. So we can't go through this narrow path. How can we survive in a broad place? And that broad place is what? Ultimately, it's talking about the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Because that's filled with milk and honey, man. But we have to go through that narrow place, that difficult place to get there. And guess what? It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant at all. It's finna go into it. Keep going.
There's also another thing a city is building and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water.
So picture that, man. Nowhere you go, on the right hand or on the left hand, man. Guess what? Hey, it's it's danger. It's danger. So it's affliction all around us, man. It's temptations that want you to come back into the broad way, meaning this world, because that's the broad way is this society right now. But we going through that narrow path to get to that broad place, meaning the kingdom of heaven, man. Because, hey, that city is being built. Who is building that city? The man the Lord set up through who? Yahweh Shema Shai. So we picture and giving these people the right way to go to get to that broad place and that kingdom of heaven. Keep going.
It says,
so it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be detrimental, so to say. But guess what? The Lord is still a way. Keep going.
We're saying only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If the city were now given to a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the dangerous step before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
So how could you get that inheritance? How could you get to the kingdom of heaven if you're not going to go through the difficult part first? Hey, it's a known sin in the world. Hey, when you work for something, you appreciate it better. The harder you work for it, hey, guess what? You skeptical of losing that things, man. But the ones that when you get something and it's just given to you, you don't appreciate it. You throw it away. You didn't have to work hard for it at all. It was a gift.
You know what? And that's what's gonna make the kingdom of heaven so good for the elect, is that the hard work that was put into getting to the kingdom, man. That's why we're really gonna be able to experience the fullness of what it means to enjoy something, man.
Yeah.
Okay, the sacrifice that we're making now, all right, we should be making now. You know, the being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All right, those things are going to allow us to enjoy the kingdom that much more, man. Because it says here in verse 10, it says, "And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion." So our portion is to go through this position of difficulty, to get into the broad, to the place where these brothers said earlier, where our land flow of milk and honey, man. Place where all good things dwell. But we have to go through this to get there, man. Unlike the Christian churches, it tells you to, like if you're having a bad time or bad life that the Lord is, Lord ain't dealing with you. The Lord don't give you nothing bad, man. Hey, the Lord said we got to go through the difficulty to get into the kingdom, man. I got a couple real quick for you, big guy. In 1 Peter 5 and 8, it said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And that's that deep fire, deep water in that fire, man. That's that straight. Knowing that we walk in the abandonments of the city, knowing that there's all, we say in Revelations, for without there are thieves, adulterers, or murderers. Okay, we're walking as sheep in the midst of wolves, man. All right, we're a prey. This is the point. Verse 9, it says, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplishing your brethren that are in the world. And the brother brought out earlier that we all are going through something, man.
The whole nation, huh?
The whole nation, man. You know? For Peter 4 and 12 says, beloved, think it not a strange concerning the fiery trial which is try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice, and as much as you are partakers of Messianic sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, you may be glad also with exceeding joy, man. All right, so this the fire that we're going through, right, is going to yield our people fruit, which is what? That exceeding joy when Yahweh Shai comes, man.
That's right. That's right. I got a precept for you. You got something?
Yeah.
No, you got it.
This is Psalm 34:19. It said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of all, man. You know, it's going to be one cut after another cut after another cut after another cut after another cut, man. All right? It's going to be tribulation after tribulation and trial after trial, test after test. But guess what, man? The Lord is with us, man. All right? And with the Lord being with us, man, who's going to be against us, man?
That's it. This 1 Timothy 6, verse 12. Salagia. Verse 12. It say, fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold in eternal life. And that's what we're supposed to do. We fighting this good fight, man. It's a battle. Hey, why ass is proud, man. Hey, we shouldn't be so proudful in this state of mind, knowing that, hey, the Lord is showing great mercy, man. Hey, so we should always constantly fighting and being humble. It say, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto that are also called and have professed a good profession before many witnesses, man. And that's what we have done. And we have what? Declared this truth to Yahweh Shema Messiah. And it's showing great mercy. This is covering a multitude of sins. This Psalms, do I remember it, man? Come. This Psalms 40, and I'm going to start at 8. Verse 7, it say, this said, I come in the value of the book is written of me. And that's talking about Yahweh Shai. Everything of these scriptures is of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. It say, I delight to do this will of my power. Yea, that law is within my heart. It say, I preach righteousness in a great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips, O Lord, that knoweth. And I just remind me of that precept in Job. It say that I was full of new wine, bottles ready to burst. So when we come into this knowledge, and we want to spread it, to the congregation, so that we can get that great mercy, man, and fight through our temptation, man. Hey, brothers always say Saturday is the highlight of their week. Because they know that we doing good, even though we fight through this great battle, man. It say, verse 10, I have not hid my righteousness within my heart, and I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy low kindness and the truth from the great congregation, man. It say, withhold not thou tender mercy from me, O Lord, And that's what it is. We doing these things so that the Lord won't withhold his mercy away from us. So that we can be saved. That we can clothe our sins. It say, let that love and kindness and that truth continue preserving me, man. So let these things keep preserving me regardless if I go through affliction or not, man. So that I can endure. So I can praise your and that holy name, man. Hey, the scripture tell you in Psalms, 116? What shall I run back to the Lord? Hey, do this truth. That's the only thing, no matter what I'm going through. I got to push this truth for Yahweh Shema Rashai. And that's my mindset, man. So, if you got anything else?
One more. So, Rock 51:2. For thou art my defender and helper, and preserve my body from destruction, and from the snare of the slanderous tongue, and from the lips that forge lies, and has been mine helper against mine adversaries, has delivered me according to the multitude of thy mercies, and greatness of thy name, from the teeth of them that were ready to devour me, and out of the hands of such as sought after my life, and from the manifold affliction which I had, man. And those things, hey, look, the men of the Lord are in peril on every side, man.
All right.
All right, hey, if it wasn't for the Lord mercy, man, these arrows, these the slander of the people talking about the Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, those things have become nigh upon us, man. If it wasn't for the Lord's mercy. Okay, the false witnesses, man. The affliction, the oppression, the injustice that's being brought upon our people, man. Mainly the elect, you know.
Oh, I ain't got nothing else.
That was good.
So we hope this lesson was edified, man. Hey, always fight Akim through your temptation, man. Always endure and always pray to Yahweh Shema Rashai to see you through whatever thing you're going through, man. Hey, because the Lord will come and guide you and show you. Because guess what? It say, acknowledge him and he shall direct our path, man. Hey, lean not into their own understanding. So when these things come upon us, don't lean into your flesh. Lean into the spirit. How would the Lord handle these things? Right. And guess what? You're going to see great results. Right. So we're going to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Akim that's teaching this truth of the folk on the earth, Trinity City, lifting up the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. Until next time, we're going to say Shalom,
Shalom.
and a Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.